Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
Oh, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your ass. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
I want a gunpowder, a pistol, a shotgun, a machine gun.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you were here?
All right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. Yeah, cheers for everyone joining in, and welcome to the people who have just come over from Funky's stream. I was just on his video, so I did actually see the outro. That was very good of him to do that. I appreciate that. So let's see who's on. Zed, Irish Ladies, Lee, Jim. I recognise some of your names from Funky's because I've been sat there. I've been on most of the stream watching. Yeah, it's nice to see you come over. Yeah, and as he said, you know, you can talk about whatever you want within reason on here, but we tried to. This is sort of more light-hearted now. Talk about sort of, you know, just have a laugh. You know what I mean? Friday night. But yeah, I'll just let it go wherever it goes. So sometimes it's filmed, sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's a load of old bollocks. So yeah. Nice to see you on first, Zed. If you want on first, I would have been thinking, oh, what's happened? Ah, book arrived, did it? Nice one. I've sent Metallic Reality her one today. I sent her my version in the end. Yeah. Funny thing is, I think I've got more of Funky's viewers on at the minute than than my own viewers. Yeah. Yeah, but never. Well, you're allowed to talk about food up until a certain time. No food after 10 p.m., please. Right, where am I? Oh, yeah. And hello, Dan. Sorry, I missed your name out, Dan. So yeah, I've not been doing a lot today. Well, not much of any interest, if you know what I mean. I have been in the shed making some crossbow accessories, but yeah, I don't know who'd be interested in those. Samurai Bird, how you doing, mate? You right? Changed your icon. How are you, mate? How's your how are you like recovering now? You sort of getting like nearly better, or you're gonna have to have some operations, aren't you? Oh yeah, no religion as well. Keep it light. That's the way. But yeah, if people didn't know, nowadays I probably do more crossbow videos than anything. Probably because I've got a lot of crossbows, put it that way. But yeah. So I make crossbow accessories, so I might as well show them. So what I've been making today were these quivers to hold bolts, and they fit straight onto your crossbow with a proper mount, and that holds the larger bolts. Those ones would work. So those bolts, they can be fired out of a Cobra adder, but if you take the anti-dry fire out of your red back, they'll shoot out of the pistols as well. So you could mount that on your pistol crossbow, a bit like this. You could mount it on a pistol crossbow like that, and you could have the bigger bolts on there. I also sell these. It's a cocking aid, really. It's a bayonet, but really it's a cocking aid, so you can hold on to it easier. You don't have to hold it with 2 fingers then. You hold it with your whole hand. But it looks a lot cooler like that. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing today. I made 4 of those, the big quivers. And I made 3 of the little ones. These have got a bit of blue on these ones. Yeah, they're £12.50 with a bit of postage. Can't remember the price of those ones. Right, let's see who's on. But yeah, hello everyone who's joined, especially new people who have joined from Funky's. I appreciate it. Ravenous Postbox. So Dan said, hold on, just need to add a spanner tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, there's no spanners on tonight. Might need to add some in tonight. Tamara Bird said, getting better, physical therapy for 4 or 5 months, and I'll be swinging swords again. Oh, that is good. That is good, yes. Funny thing is, I forgot about that. Yeah, I bet you can't do that, can you? 4x4 said, the crossbow video was good the other day. Was watching when being loaded in the truck. Going back on your old videos. Yeah, thank you 4x4. I appreciate that. Yeah, glad you liked them. Yeah. Funny thing is, I do more crossbow stuff than anything at the minute, but I do a bit of anything weapon related, a bit of sort of prepper related. I do a little bit of survival stuff. All of that kind of stuff, Ben Not Z said, I had thought after watching your crossbow video, Mike, it might be a good idea for you to say that the older crossbows may not be as powerful as the new ones. But they're not toys. Yeah, that is a good point. Well, I thought the demo would probably show it, but I know what you mean. Yeah, it probably is worth mentioning that. But you can still see it is reasonably powerful. They are, people were perfectly happy with those for a long time, weren't they? With the power of the old style crossbows. But these new ones, they've really upped the game. Mother, how you doing, mate? I've got your message. I'm going to have to reply to you properly soon. I'll reply to you tomorrow. Pedro said, so Funky Stream is out to prep for the apocalypse. This is how to survive it. Oh, yes, I suppose, Pedro, yeah. That said, I know most would realise, but some people are idiots. So, yeah, there you go. Exactly. Down to fake spanner. Ravenous Postbot said, anybody got anything to post? I'm hungry. Darren, good to see you on, Darren, because we were worried about you. I can't remember if I sent you a message or not. I meant to send you a message because you weren't very happy last week, were you? Yeah, I'm glad to see you here. And he said, evening, Mike, and how are you today? I'm sorry for what happened last night, or last time. Can't really remember anything apart from going out and having a fight with someone, for fuck's sake, Dan. Well, I hope you're all right. Yeah. What's sake. Smiley, how you doing, mate? Mother said Shalom just needs to know until Monday. All right, yeah, I'll get hold of you and him soon. I will be honest with you though. Now, the chances of being at a meet up with him are probably very slim. I just don't really, I'm struggling to do like anything at the minute, let alone do things like that as well. But I'll see what we can do. But I don't mind paying. This is having a private conversation here, but I don't mind paying postage for things. Sorry if I'm itching my nose. I've got the itchy nose thing tonight. Jim said, what's the best legal? You can't get proper guns or pepper spray in Ireland. Oh, in Ireland, defense weapon. I don't know, Jim, because you have to be very careful with that. Because the one thing, as soon as you describe anything as being for self-defense, it becomes a weapon, even if it's legal. So even if you had an umbrella. And I know you mean in theory, though. We're talking about in theory. Bloody hell, Funky. Funky just put a donation in. Bloody hell, thank you, mate. Thank you, fucking hell. I'll come back to Jim in a second. I'm just going to see if he's left a message. All right, where am I? Because my donations have to go to a separate thing. I can't do the... Thank you, Funky. You're a bloody legend, mate. That means the world. I don't know if you've got a favourite video yet. Turn that down. Yeah, so you have to be very careful with what you call, as soon as something's for self-defense, even if it's legal, it's then suddenly a weapon, if that makes sense. So you have to be very careful with that. But I don't know really, because I think a lot of it's personal preference, how fit you are, what you want to do. But one of the sort of classic things that is totally legal, and I'll tell you what, a really good walking stick. This is a yardstick made from a hoe handle. That's a walking stick, totally sort of legal to carry. Yeah, walking sticks are very good. Thank you, Prepper. Funky Prepper, fuck's sake. Dan said, thanks, Mike. The person who had a fight was in hospital. Fucking hell. I don't know what to say, Dan. I don't know what to say. I hope he's all right as well then. Lee said I have a Mossberg 500 pump action. That's exactly what it says in the box. Lewis, you all right, mate? And Kenneth, how you doing? Oh, nice one for coming over from Funky. Yeah, I was just saying, I think I got more viewers from Funkies at the minute than my own. Yeah, I've got. If you're interested in walking stick type things, I've got a lot of videos on self-defense sticks. Just don't say that if you ever ask what it is, because you have to say on a video. You know, I have to write self-defense stick, but yeah, it depends. It depends what you want to. You know, if you know, there's loads of things you carry illegally, but obviously you're breaking the law, and I shouldn't be encouraging people to do that. You know what I mean? But there are plenty of legal things. Yeah, this one is well, an extending walking stick, like an extending hiking stick, but it's very small, about as short as you can get it. But as you can see, that would be a perfect length. And this one's got a wooden shaft inside the bottom part, so when it's closed, it's actually quite heavy and well, very strong basically. But it will extend out to. This is homemade as well. It will extend out to the full length. But that would be totally legal. You have to get a bit creative in the UK. I know you said Ireland, but yeah, I've got videos on that. What was that, Pedro? Oh, yeah. Mother said, "What do you think about the broadheads for small game? They have more knockdown power than penetration." So would be interesting videos. Yeah, I think like you know those broadheads I make, they would be good for that. Yeah, definitely. Lewis said I started on my weapon wall today. Nice one. Yeah, if anyone wonders why that's a cloth, the stuff is really there, but I have to cover it up for live streams. You have to be careful now with although there's no firearms up there, you have to be careful with anything firearm looking on live stream. So they changed their guidelines, their community guidelines. And you can get your sorry, I've got hiccups in a minute. You can get your live streams shut down. All right. Ravenous Postbox is the best defense is not being in a situation in the first place. That's totally true. That's a very good. Yeah. Don't be there in the first place, and if you are, be aware of surroundings and all stuff like that, and you know just be aware. But yeah, the thing is, everyone's different. Some people are less fit than others. Some people are less prepared to do certain things in certain situations. Joseph, how you doing, mate? You all right? Nice to see you on. Down to this tactical pirate out of people again. Matt, he must be. Imagine that. Keep going out seeing real people rather than being on here. Said, by the way, Mike, I assume the spy roasting will be next week. I don't know if it will be. No, because I've been asked deliberately not to do it next week. So I've got a feeling it's going to be the week after, and it may even be the week after that now. So yeah, it's still going to be a while, I think, Zed. Yeah, Metallic said no, Zed. It's Preppers Meet next week. Yeah, I'm going to postpone it another week, purely just for Metallic. But I think I have to postpone it again after that for another reason. Dad said, Mike, can I ask you a question? Nothing weapon collectors related, please. Yeah, you can ask me anything. Ask me anything, mate. Yeah, it doesn't have to be weapon related. In fact, I talk about weapon stuff so often, I prefer the other talk. You know, I don't mind talking about, you know, I'll do the weapon talk, you know what I mean? But I'll talk about anything. You ask if it's a bit weird, and I don't, you know, I don't mean weird, but you know what I mean? If it's uncomfortable to answer, then I won't. But sorry, I've had a cold recently as well, so I'm still bunged up, and I've got a bit of I keep coughing still. Funky says, years ago I'd done a video on making a tactical walking stick, been threatened loads of times to take it down. It's just a video. I know, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. I have got videos on here about all like legal legal self-defense items, because the problem is, as I say, the moment you say something's for self-defense, it makes it illegal, even if it is an umbrella or a, if you said well, just think of something ridiculous, and if you said it's for self-defense, you'd be arrested for it because you're carrying it to deliberately try and hurt someone. It's really stupid. It's not stupid, but you know what I mean. It makes doing videos and discussing things quite restrictive. Trying to be careful about what you say. But I have to write on the videos self-defense stick or whatever, and then explain in the video. But yeah, I've got a video showing you where to buy this hoe handle, how to make the stick. I've got a video showing you how to make this one. Yeah, and they're really good legal carry items. I don't know if I've got another one there, but I have actually got loads of. I've done loads of self-defense sticks. Samurai Bird said, movies. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I do like a bit of movie talk. Exactly. Oh, did I show you what I bought? I've not watched it yet, though. So yeah, sorry if I keep coughing a bit tonight. I'm going to try and catch up with the... I'll tell you privately, said another reason, going on the piss. I'll tell you privately, Zed. 4x4 said, I have a breaker bar, a fire extinguisher in my car. Yeah, that's another good one. Fire extinguisher in your car can be a very formidable thing. Generally getting worried about fuel theft. I saw one pulled out of a lay-by, and a trailer behind him with diesel. Stay vigilant. Yeah, exactly. Funky said, if I get 4G at the prepper meet next week, I'll try and do a live stream from it. Yeah, I'll definitely join in on that one. That would be very interesting, that would. You'd have to see whether you can. Right, Rich? 4x4 said, is there anything else legally I can have? In your car? It might be worth watching one of my videos on it. That'd be interesting to do a video on that, actually, a car one, because there is quite a lot of things you could have in your car that could be long and heavy, if that makes sense. I don't suppose they can stop you carrying, tools in a toolbox, can they? Big old spanner in a toolbox. Jim said, so throwing my cat with his claws and teeth out at some thug could be illegal. As long as you don't say this is for self-defense at the time, you might have just come on, yes, arm yourself with a vicious cat. There you go. Fred said, enamel cups are good throwing items in an emergency. Yes, that's what you have to think like that. You have to think outside the box and think of stuff that's, strong, heavy, got a bit of reach. A maglight's a good one. Yeah, forgot about good old maglite you could have in your car. That would be a great one. And that's not even a big one. Darren said, have you had any blackouts after drinking? Yeah, last time I had a drink I did. Not remember anything what happened before it and afterwards. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Darren, I've had blackouts drinking hundreds of times. Literally the last blackout I had was last weekend, and I woke up in this chair and I'd spilt a whole load of booze all over this fucking desk. And I'm lucky it didn't drip into my computer, and I didn't know that had happened. And yeah, but if you drink, go out and get into trouble, you tend to black out during the time you're doing something. You know what I mean? Yeah, 4x4 maglite. That's, you know what I mean. Funky said fire extinguisher in a vehicle is great self-defense. Exactly. And I'll tell you another thing you can carry, and this may sound a bit weird, but in a certain situation, this could save your life. A bin lid. A metal bin lid, or even a plastic bin lid, because the plastic bin lids are thick as well. That works like a really, really good shield. And I know that sounds a bit odd, but no one can say you can't have a bin lid in your car boot, and that would work brilliantly as a shield if you had to defend yourself against a knife or something. Yeah. I will be missing a couple of comments because there's more people on than normal, because normally I can read every single comment. I'm trying to go through them all. I'm lucky that I don't, you know, Funky has like 250 at a time. You couldn't read that much. The Ravenous Pose, but look at him flaunting his spammer. Yes. Yeah, that's the only mod in tonight, isn't there? I had a mod purge recently. I had a lot more mods, and then every now and then I get rid of them all, just out of spite. That's what they say, anyway. So that said, I always have a walking stick with me, and on my bicycle I have a hefty lock and chain. Yeah, that's the thing. Anything you carry has to. This is my opinion on it, and this is probably the only way you can sort of get away with it. Anything you carry has to have a genuine, legitimate reason. You know, there are things you can carry. You know, you couldn't walk down the road with a great big spanner in your pocket because, you know, you can't really justify it. But at night, you could definitely carry that. Or, do you know what I mean? Like carrying a padlock and a chain could be risky unless you're riding a bike, and then you've got a legitimate thing. You say, look, I've got a bike here, I need to chain it up. But just walking down the road with a padlock and chain, it's harder to justify. You have to be able to justify it, and it has to be it has to have a legitimate reason. You know, a legitimate use, sorry, not a legitimate reason. It has to have a legitimate use if you want to carry something totally legal. The Ravenous Postbox said, avoid those baton torches like the plague. And a reg on here was saying the other week, the police will fear your collar. Exactly, mate. Yes, exactly. Yes, I heard that as well. Yeah. Yeah, get rid of them. Not worth having anything like that. I've got nothing like that now because, you know, they can come around, find one illegal thing and then take all your stuff, and then you have a lot of difficulty getting it back then. So everything I have is totally legal. It's what I own. Some of it can't be carried in the street, but I don't carry stuff in the street. You know what I mean? Ravenous Postbot said narwhal tusks are handy in a push. Yes, yeah, and it's proven fact. That said, we lose our Spanish when Mike decides to channel his inner Stalin. Jim said, if anyone sees a strange fella walking around Ireland with some Mr. Muscle, a pin lid, and a cat on his shoulder, stay away. Yes, exactly. There you go. Oh, God. Funky said, those chain tools to remove oil filters. Good solid tool with a chain loop on the end, keeping a toolbox close down. That's it. I'll tell you what, I think in a car, you could get away with a lot more things because, especially if it's a work vehicle, there's no reason why you wouldn't have a hammer in it or, stuff like that. A jerry can. Well, it'd be a bit cumbersome, I think, though, Darren. I'm not sure about that one. I played the donation thing in a minute. I'm getting donations, but no one really knows. I'll show you how to do a donation thing in a minute. Hang on. I just got another one. If you do a donation, you can leave me a message. You have to do it on a thing called coffee.com though, because I've been demonetized. What the fuck, said evening, Mike. Sorry, I'm late. Nice to see you, mate. If you joined in the chat, I'm not seeing you. And you even get a little video played. And if you become a regular, you can even pick weird, stupid videos like this one.
That's what we call diarrhea.
None of you wouldn't even know who that is. But right, let me catch up a bit. Richard said, Mike, you could make some BS excuse like due to economic times, I have to let you go, clear out the office, and hand your spanner over immediately. There you go. Exactly. Right, Lewis, he said, can confirm baton torches are a massive no-no from police visit. From my police visit, the extending truncheon style ones more than anything. There you go. Right, Nick. Yes, I suppose they're probably classed as an extendable baton, essentially, isn't it? Really, it's got the words extendable and baton in it, isn't it? Zed said, I do use it to chain my bike up, Mike, but I was thinking more of it. Someone tried Oh no, I'll tell you what, Zed. I wasn't even talking to you when I mentioned that bit, but yeah, I know that. Yeah. Samurai birds, and I carry my self-defense carburetor everywhere I go. Lee said, not even allowed to have our keys on the coupon now. No, you have to be very careful with that as well. Yeah, Mr. X, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you on. So yeah, let me just do so I'm going to just play a little 30-second ad now, so don't run away, anyone. If anyone wants to support this channel, you can, because it's been completely demonetized, and it's the only way I actually earn money. I don't get any this is my job basically, but I've been demonetized. I don't sign on, I don't get any kind of benefits or cares allowance, anything like that, because I'm in a weird situation where I can't really do it, if that makes sense. Or it's easier sort of not to, but it means I don't have no money. So if you wanted to, you could support, but the super chat thing has been disabled. I'm not allowed to have it. I'm too naughty for that. There's a thing called coffee.com. There's a link in the description where it just says donations. And in the chat, there's a thing called Nightbot that will put the link up. But, you don't have to donate if you don't want to. But if I don't mention it, you wouldn't know about it. So here's a little 30-second ad showing you how to do it. And they actually take debit and credit cards now. And I only mentioned that because at one point they only took paper. So don't go nowhere. I'll be back in 30 seconds. There you go. Yeah, thank you. Funky says, Saf says knitting needles size 1 to 6 would be great. Just have a few knitting patterns. Exactly. I did a woman's self-defense video once, Funky, and that's what we mentioned there. Knitting needles, because the bloke could do it as well. But yeah, knitting needles and a bit of wool. Yeah, that's a perfectly acceptable thing. Could be used, and it's got a legitimate reason. That's the way you have to think. Jim said diet here. Blue Priest said, wow, that must suck, not being able to protect us. Well, the thing is, a criminal doesn't care about these things. A criminal will just go out and carry whatever they want. And the other thing is, let's say anyone in this chat wanted to do that. I'm not going to say it on camera, and I do not recommend you lot say it on chat. You know what I mean? So we're going to have to say, if you're going to carry something, it has to be something like a walking stick, because if you say anything else, you're incriminating yourself. You know what I mean? Who's going to write that down and say, yeah, I'll go around carrying this, that, This is, you can't do it. So we have to talk in a certain way. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, everyone. Thank you, Funky. Mr. X said, I'm old and have a limp, so can always have a walking stick on hand. That's it, ain't it? How are you doing, Mr. X, at the minute? How's your fingers? They fully recovered yet, nearly? Dan said, could you use a sharpened cucumber stuff? Maybe. Ravenous Postbot said, WC, my uncle sent me to your channel, and he says you know him. Oh. I kept thinking, it's Uncle Albert's nephew's on. Fuck's sake! I kept thinking, because I thought you came over from Funky's, and I kept thinking, if he came over from Funky's, how did he know that a regular on here said anything about those torches? Yeah, and that clicked a little thing in my head, but not enough. So hello, Uncle Albert's nephew. Ravenous Post. Oh, fuck's sake! I'm such a twat. The name Ravenous Postbox is a joke this person's been having with me at least 3 times this week. Fucking hell. Yes, hello. I'm not going to say who it is. Fucking hell. I'm so bloody oblivious. Right, where am I? Lord Flashlight, good evening, Lobleg. Dan, did you know who it was? Dan, yeah, Dan said it took me a while to get the postbox references. It had gone completely over my head because I just assumed it was someone who'd come over from Funky's chat. Oh, yes, exactly, yes. There you go. This is a little clip just for me.
You're a fool! 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 You're a flippin' fool!
Rich said, Mike, you remember the eBay review I found while looking for hammer shafts? No, I can't, Rich, now. Perhaps check out the photo. Laugh me off. Hang on. So yeah, anybody been what is it? A bloody postbox with teeth? Can I say who it is? Can I say who you are? The Ravenous postbox is a regular who comes on here, comes on the Twitch streams, and I was telling him the other night I had to go to the postbox at midnight. He kept winding me up. Yeah, Dark Place, Jim, is brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I would say my favourite TV show ever is Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Dan said, we thought you'd abandoned us for real people. That's to Ravenous Postbox. Mr. X said, doing okay. I've been having a few health issues. All good now. Fingers still very sensitive on the ends. But we'll be back on the lathe once the garden's put to bed for winter. No, I'm glad to hear that, mate, because I know you like doing your stuff, don't you? Funky said you want to get a few Alan Partridge. You know what I did? They keep getting copyright claims. I love Alan Partridge. Yeah, Alan Partridge is fucking excellent. Alan Partridge is one of my favourite TV shows as well. Yeah, I got a good Alan Partridge clip, and it kept getting bloody copyright claims, so I couldn't use it in the end. Yeah, no, I would have. Yeah, for some reason, certain ones don't get no issue. Like all of the clips you see me show don't have any issues. But yeah, the bloody Alan Partridge one. I had a really good Alan Partridge one as well. It was after I kicked all my mods off, and I found the Alan Partridge clip where he's sacking all the people at Pear Tree Productions, and I changed it so it was me sacking all the mods. And it got bloody copyrighted, so I couldn't have it. Lewis had heard somebody in Aberdeen got nicked in Audi because staff thought his leak was a machete. Oh, God's sake. Mr. X, I'm champing at the bit to get back. You're the same as me. I get like that. When my side starts hurting, I just want to get out there, and when I do, and you can't do it, can it's really annoying when you can't get in the shed and make something. Richard said, guy left a review saying they bought it to fit their hammerhead on. Oh, so he could attack anyone who tries breaking into their work van. They even showed a photo of the hammer in the review. Yeah, that's a bit nuts. You wouldn't write in the review, oh, this is a great hammer for smashing people's heads in, would you? Oh, fucking hell. One said the farmer won, Partridge, you wanker. Yes, yeah. This is how much I like Alan Partridge. I've literally just bought series because I've got it on DVD, but I wanted it on my tablet and I was struggling to get it on there. And I just bought series 1 and put it on there. I'll show you in a minute. And I don't normally do that. But it's difficult. It seems to be difficult to get things like that nowadays. Try and download things off of YouTube and all that. It's all, you have to pay for every fucking thing now. Yeah, look, my stuff. Let me just make sure this isn't saying anything I don't want it to say. Yeah. I can hold still for long enough. Yeah, you can tell that's him. I can't fucking... I can never hold still long enough, but so I could watch him on my tablet if we have to go anywhere. Yeah, I love my dad's. I think it was. Alan Partridge was my dad's favourite TV show. He didn't like the new one though. He didn't like that this time of Alan Partridge, but I quite like that. Well, funny thing is, Funky, that I use an MP4 converter for YouTube. Mate. I do that, but every time I do it, it seems to play up nowadays. Yeah, I never seem to get it to work. But that is what I used to use. Jim said the cow lands on him, and the bloke in a wig was his wife. Tactical said, just bought a nice blonde wig. Shut it, yeah. Shut it. They said, good night, lads. Have a belter of a night. Don't go to Aldi if you have any tactical assault leaks. See you later, mate. Oh, fuck's sake. Pedro said, would carrying a flashlight be classed as going equipped? Maybe, but probably not for going the type of equipped you'd think. Oh, God. Samurai said, so we can't talk about self-defense guillotines. Oh, God. How long would that take? That's so... The joke, I'll just explain. So which one? The blonde wig one? Yeah, no, I'm not explaining that one. Tactical being a pervert. I'm not saying any more than that. I also do merchandise if you want it. Yeah. So films. The last film I watched was something called Hagazusa. You ever heard of that? Hagazusa or something like that. I'll Google it. It's Hagazusa, 2017. Sort of how the fuck would you describe it? Don't know. It's pretty good though. It was all right. It was a slow burner, but for me, nothing really happened. But it was still sort of entertaining, if that makes sense. Metallic said, but Pat Butcher has brown hair, doesn't she? Yeah, it was a quote from Flight of the Conchords that made me feel like I was sort of being sexually violated. Well, like someone was trying to sexually violate me anyway. Joke. I thought that was an STD. It very well might be. It very well might be. Oh, God. Give me a chance to drink some coffee while everyone's being quiet. Oh, yeah. Should be some more Crossbow videos coming up soon. Jim said, Funky, is there a shampoo from Hagazusa? Oh, gosh sake. Yeah, Metallic, don't ask about the blonde wig. It's not happening anyway. Nut scrub. You have to make me get out the book in a minute, or the box. When times get a bit quiet, I prepared a little box called The Box of Shitty Delights, which some of you lot may know the reference. So it's my little reminder, if things get quiet, that I can do other things. Because I get a little bit spiteful sometimes, just sit there quiet. It's not the kind of thing you want to do on the live stream. Celia said, evening, is it still light where you are? It was still light. It's probably dark now, though. But when I started, it was still light, but that was about 45 minutes ago. Dan said, my favourite box. Kenneth said, ever seen Hobo with a shotgun? I have seen Hobo with a shotgun. That is good, actually. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that. Jim said, ever made your own bow and arrow? And how'd it work out? Do you know what? I actually haven't. I've made crossbows. I could make a crossbow from scratch. But But bows, I've never bothered. But I've got a twin brother, JJR Survival, who makes bows, and I've got a couple of bows he made. Yeah, I've made crossbows, but never made a bow. Am I doing, mate? He said, "Hi, arsenal of weapons, and not for gun, but I work in security. My question is, using a gun for what? Just for killing or for guarding?" You may have to rewrite that. That's quite difficult to I don't know, mate. I don't know. Well, handguns are designed for shooting people, aren't they? So, you know, that's. Oh, as I was supposed to say earlier, if anyone wonders why that's a cloth, yeah, the things are really there, but I'll just show you quickly. Oh, yes, good point, Zed. Yes. Zed said, if anyone wants a short and slightly crappy book to read, the second Spyroverse book is available now. I can't put a link up, unfortunately, but all profits go to Mike's Vodka Fund. Yes, I'll put a link up. Hang on. Let's get us a link for the new book. If you're into the Spyroverse stuff, there's a new book out. I'll get there in a second. Not that. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I've got the second book yet, Dad. No, it must be that one. What? I haven't got a link to that one yet, Dad. Fucking useless sometimes. Right. I'll put that on in a second. Funky said, just a thought, I haven't had an Indian for 8 months. Need to find a good Indian takeaway in Wales. Wish me luck. Chicken Madras here. We'll let Funky off with the food talk. We try not to do food talk after 10 because it kills me, that does. But I'll let you off. We'll say till 10:30. You can do food talk till 10:30, and then it's it's only because I'm terrible when it comes to not eating late. I'm trying to lose weight at the minute. Where am I with this book? I need to get the link. Yeah, and all you have to do is mention food at night, and then that's me fucked. Because I can't, once it's in my head, I can't get it out. Yeah, I'm terrible. My weakest thing, like willpower. If I had a really, really weakness for anything, it's a weakness for talk about food late at night. All you have to do is just mention it, and that's it. That's it, then. So yeah, no more after 10:30. Because we're beyond late enough that it won't matter. I'll forget about it by then. Right, Zed's book. Here you go. Reverse book 2. There you go. Link. I would show you a copy, but I've actually sent my copy to Metallic Reality. Right, where am I? Mr. X in Metallic. That's why I wouldn't trust a computer to drive my car. Oh, Metallic said Poxy bloody laptop is begging to meet the wall at high speed. Has it done it again? Because I saw you had that issue on Funkies. Yeah, I have a massively, really weak willpower when it comes to food. It's pathetically bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just the mention of it, and it just fucks me over. Try to lose weight. Funky said, yeah, bloody hungry. Celia said, there's a bit not far from me in Scotland where you can see the Isle of Man in the distance on a clear night like this. Looks sort of eerie, if I'm honest. Sort of unsettling. Maybe I'm just... No, I bet that would be sort of eerie, but sort of fascinating. Yeah, I bet that would. Because I love a really long view. Yeah, amazing. Funky said, how the hell do you guys get a book made? I've made a story for my son, and a few people said I should do a few kids' books. No idea how much it costs. If you get it published through Amazon, it's piss easy. There's a thing called... Right, I'll go on to it quickly, Funky, and I'll tell you. Hang on. There's a thing called... It's on Amazon anyway. So you go on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. But they will publish... It's not just Kindle stuff. It'll publish a physical book. Because this is the other one we do. Zed wrote it, and I had it printed out. You know, not printed out, but published. So yeah, you go on to the Amazon printing thing, and it basically costs you nothing because it's all print to order. So every time someone buys one, a bit like what my merchandise is, none of my merchandise costs me anything because it's all print to order. So the books, when someone buys one, they just pay the printing cost and the postage and a little bit of profit. And you can put the profit to whatever you want. Yeah, and it costs you nothing. All it will cost you is you just have to buy your own copy. And the publisher, you get it cheaper. You get it for basically the price it's printed and the postage. So bare minimum. Yeah, it's actually quite easy. But yeah, the initial thing, Funky, is called Kindle Direct Publishing, but it's Amazon Kindle Direct. You know, if you want to go down that line, but there are others. There's a thing called Blurb that can do print to order. So you don't have to get loads of books printed and buy them. And like these even get an ISBN code, which is like the proper. I won't be able to hold this still enough to show you, but it's got a proper ISBN code, which is like what proper books have. So if you know that ISBN, you can always find that book. Yeah, no, they've got ISBNs and everything. Yeah. Memory birds. I think I'll start making tactical catapults. They're still legal, right? Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. Jim said, "All right, let's get the food out of the way, chat. How long does it take to? How long does it take to be a fairly good shooter of the crossbow? Not that long, I don't think. Because as long as you're cocking it, as long as you cock the string perfect every time, it should shoot perfectly straight. So if you can shoot a gun, you can shoot a crossbow. The only thing that can go wrong is faulty bolts, and if you're pulling the string lopsided, the bolts can go like that, you know, sideways." No, the original is still for sale as well, Dan. Yeah. Jay said doesn't take long to become a fairly familiar with a crossbow. Exactly, Jay. How you doing, Jay? By the way, Funky said no way. That's insane. Yeah, it's Funky is really easy, and with the merch as well. All of my merch is print to order, so it costs me nothing. You just set up. You go on to this is from Teespring. Go on Teespring, get your picture, put it on the design, set the costs, set the colors, done, and then you know. Again, and these you'd be able to do this because I got demonetized. I'm not allowed to do certain things, but you can actually integrate a Teespring bar underneath your videos. So underneath your videos, it would actually have your Teespring merch, your t-shirts and your mugs and all that. Yeah, I've got so pint glasses. You saw the glass there. Loads of fucking even that's for sale. These bloody banners are for sale. But yeah, Teespring is the same. It's yeah, there's the link there. And that's all print to order, so it costs you nothing. Costs you nothing at all. And you can still put the prices low. It's just you decide what profit you want to make. And I've always had it reasonably low because I'd rather, I don't mind making a couple of quid out of each thing. But it's just sort of cool thinking that someone might be wearing some of my merch. But that said, it's got great reviews. Yeah, Zed's book. Yeah, exactly. Funky said, yeah, you say the merch is the same too. I need to learn all the stuff, mate. Everyone asks me for it. Yeah, I must admit, they are quite simple, these things. They are quite well done, but they are quite simple. There are a couple of little bits that can be a little bit fiddly, like trying to get transparent pictures. But there's free websites online that you can put an image on, make the background transparent, stuff like that. Or you could just have your round logo. You know what I mean? Samuel said, yeah, I'll buy copies of each. It's going to be a classic novel. It is. One day we're going to put them all in one big book. That said, a man king, I know, Mankini with Funky's face on the crotch. I'd buy that for $1. My dad said I wrote a book for my nephew's donkeys years ago and got it printed, laminated and bound by the place I was doing a course. I consider myself to be a published author. Exactly. Yes, exactly. I class myself as a publisher. Well, I'm going to do some books of my own, because Malk does loads of books. All those books Malk does is all through Amazon. But it's a very simple way to do it, and a lot of people use Amazon, and you can have it all over the world. And you don't have to do anything. That's the main thing about it. You just write it. You can put pictures in if you want. Put your own covers on and all that stuff, and it's simple to do. Jay said, you guys, by the way, avid crossbow fan here, got 2 crossbows that WC has, and also accomplished compound bow. I haven't tried shooting that yet. Still need to fully set it up. Nice one, Jay. Function Teespring, yeah, Teespring. You can have slogan. Yeah, you can just type it on if you want. You can type it on, or you can put a picture on. Yeah, Teespring. Let me just see what happens if you put Teespring in, because I changed the name though. But it should still go to it. So go to teespring.com. Because the first thing that comes up is Shopify. It's not that one. Teespring.com. Click that. And now it says Teespring is now spring. And up in the corner it says start designing. And you can sort of mess around learning it as you go, if you know what I mean. Dan said, just reread your review, Metallic. I think you should help write part 3. Well, Metallic might be having her own story in the book one day. She might have her own book. She might have her own Spyro. Funky's funny thing is, Frank, I was going to say to Metallic, why don't you take the book to the prepper's shop? Not prepper's shop, to the prepper's meet. But that's just going to cause even more explanation. Just make sure that when you show them the key ring and talk about the Spyverse, send them over to the documentary. And at least tell them, at least watch the 15-minute bit of the live stream, and then at least explain it. Because they ain't gonna have a fucking clue. You think we're all fucking nuts, but that's probably true anyway. Most people watching this, that's probably why we've dropped out of 24 now. But yeah, beware the Spyroverse. We have found out that spirographs are evil. If you're evil and you do a spirograph, they can open up a portal to the nether regions, the Spyroverse nether regions, and they can do things like give you crinkle cut cock, or suck you straight in and torture you for the rest of your life. That's what this is the story of it. And anyone watching, if you're thinking, what the hell is he on about? There's a documentary on my channel. Just put in, let me find the link. Oh, God. All right, that's the search bit. I'll get you a link for the documentary. I think it's a Spyroverse, the documentary. Welcome to the Spyroverse. Yeah. Welcome to the Spyroverse, the documentary. Yeah, here's a link. It's a real documentary made by me. And at least if you at least watch the bit where there's a bit of a live stream in it, that'll explain where it all came from. Tactical said, Teespring is now spring, for fuck's sake. I hope the stream is not the birth of the spring of verse. Groves, see how you doing, mate? Everyone needs a workshop in their lives. Yeah, I haven't got one of them, but they're good, aren't they? They are good. Yeah, beware the Spyverse. It's not a joke. Yes, Samurai Bird, he got chucked off a bloody ladder by a vicious Spyro demon. Still recovering now. I did warn you, though, mate. I did warn you. I did say, because he wanted to test it, so he went and did what was it? You played, was it Slayer? He played a record backwards while doing a spirograph. Didn't get him though, because he's not evil. They let him off, but then the next day they chucked him off a ladder. How does it work? He's still recovering now. True story as well. It's actually true, isn't it? he can fucking corroborate that. Gravesy said, get a field sharpener if you want something you can take everywhere. Yeah, Samurai Bird, he can confirm it. That's also beware of postbox late at night. That's just aimed at me. I'm not scared of no postbox. Yes, Dan said all start. Yeah, good. Yeah, what we found out was, guess what? So, spirographs, evil things that take you to another dimension. Sometimes they cut your cock off if they suck it into the hole. I discovered when I researched who makes spirographs, it was the same company who invented the Ouija board. There we go. Says it all. Says it all. See that reaction? Says it all.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
No butt plug dog. Oh, RDP, was you on earlier? How you doing, Rob? You're right, mate. Nice to see you on. I saw you as modding in the background on Funky's stream earlier. I saw someone got deleted by you, but I didn't see you comment all night. I tried to squeeze a butt plug in. For God's sake. God. Samurai said I was left with a kindly reminder by the Spyro Demons. True story. That's confirmable as well. RDP said I'm exhausted, so I can't promise that I'll be here long, but I'll try, mate. Fucking London weather, 34 degrees. I left Australia to get away from this shit. Yeah, nice to see you on, mate. Yeah, because I did see you modding in the background. I saw a comment get deleted, and it said RDP deleted comment. Yeah, nice to see you on, mate. How's your neighbours now? Still twats? Don't know. Who are you going to call? Postbusters. That's quite a good one. I realised when I said it sounded like that. Oh, God. I do sell products, though, that so that if you do a spirograph, you're all right. This is one of them. The link's in the description. It's not really. That probably didn't make hardly any sense to anyone. Oh, God. It tries to suck your cock in, so if you've got a metal penis, they can't do it. RDP said, yeah, all our twats except for the Polish one on one side. Well, at least you got one decent one. Funky, I could not hear a word. She was put the kettle on again. It's a fucking A10 taken off. Oh, God. By the way, Mike, I saw my brother-in-law the other day. He said he quite enjoyed the first story. He said he found it quite funny. My fear of men in white coats has diminished slightly. Good. You're going to send him the next one, though? Oh, God. That did make me laugh. I often think about that. You accidentally sending that to your brother-in-law. Jim says, spirographs, Ouija boards, Toblerone, all the evil devices. Exactly. There you go. Your next merch, a Postbusters t-shirt. Yeah, but there's only 3 people who get the reference. That would be a good one, but yeah, sadly, Tactical. The only people who are going to understand that is me, you, Dan, and Nick. Oh, God. Dan said there's not much more to life than Pingu and butt plugs. Carl, how you doing, mate? Yeah, you smoke your old wacky backy, mate. That's it. So, Sam Roberts said, Hasbro, evil itself, pure evil. Exactly. Nick said, speaking of the weather, I was looking at a list of weather records earlier, and one surprised me. Greatest 2-minute temperature increase is 27 degrees in South Dakota. What, it went up in 27 degrees in 2 minutes. Fucking hell. Thank you saying hello to RDP. Hopefully you get a live meet this year. That's not a fucking chance. RDP today, mate. What are you doing next weekend? Come down. I know a great place to hang out with like-minded people. Like I said, don't ever fuck with an ATM. You will lose. Throat's fucked tonight. As I say, I have just got over a cold though, so I think that's what's doing it slightly. Where actually is the preppers meet? What they have to tell me exactly, but what sort of county is it? Just out of curiosity. I've been told this loads of times and I always forget. RDP said a small place just near Walken. There's a church. Oh, I think you've told me before. I think you have told me that before. I was just curious. Stevenage, all right, yeah. Yeah, I was just going to have a look on a map. I'm just curious how far away it is from me. Oh, yeah, fair way up, isn't it? Yeah, well, not that far up, but yeah. Yeah, just out of curiosity. It'd be a while till I could ever go to that anyway, because of what I have to do nowadays. You're not really that far. Yeah. Cheers, Frankie. Cheers, everyone else. Yeah, just curious. I was just curious because I always imagine these things. I just found it actually because yeah, I think I've actually looked that up before because I've looked before out of curiosity. So how far it was. It's not actually that far from me. Yeah, it's a fair way away, but not like it's you know. Mr. X said it'd be a long swim for me to get there. They often go on about having a weapon collectors meet, but I don't reckon that'd be a good idea. Fucking hell. You alright, Steve? How you doing, mate? Tactical said, I hope it's not like a weapon collector. Yeah, there you go. He just said it, yeah. I hope it's not like a weapon collector, mate. We all reckon we'd end up pissed and then be a bloodbath. Yes. And then, yeah. Oh, God, I just to think. I might be able to one day. I definitely couldn't this time, though. But, yeah, I think if I put my mind to it, I probably could one time, but I wouldn't be able to this time now. Yeah, that's a good point, Metallica. Yeah. That's a Metallic and Tactical would time me out in real life. Fucking Mike, if you went 1 year, we'll carry you in like those Egyptian pharaohs. Fucking hell. Oh, that would be a fucking experience. Oh, Christ's sake. Can you imagine that? Oh, God, that made me laugh at it. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I reckon maybe one day. But no, two, you know. But yeah, RDP said, Mike, you and Mark would be best to come down, drive down, stay for a couple of days to make it worthwhile. Not worth just one day. No, I think Metallic just meant if I came like this time. But no, if I was gonna go, I'd go for the whole thing. But it would have to be quite, you know, I'd have to do a lot of preparation for it because of my my mum now can't walk, shit like that. Yeah, but I reckon I could do it one time. It's just getting around to it. Kenneth said £45 for a megabus down from Glasgow overnight. Get you into London. Yeah, well, I'm actually. I'd be going up a bit, but it wouldn't be far. It's not that far. Let me open up a thing. I'll tell you how far away it is. But yeah, it wouldn't really be an option this year. I don't know why, but it's just giving me directions walking. It'll take me 13 hours to walk there. Why has it done that? Yeah. Why the hell has it just told me the direction to walk? So yeah, if I walk there, it'd take me 13 hours. So I'll see. I'll leave the night before. Right. Right. If I went straight up the motorway, yeah, straight up the motorway, it's only actually an hour's drive away. It's not actually that far. But yeah, it wouldn't really be an option this year. But yeah, maybe one time. Yeah, it's not that actually. It's really not that far actually. Have you always done them? I think I've got this weird thought that there must have been some other meet up thing or something that was further away, further up north. Yeah. RDP said, right, you all heard it, Mike. You have a year to prep. We'll see. We'll see. But, so, I can't guarantee it, but yeah. Kenneth said she'll hopefully kit most of the way. Dad said, might show up, shout newt newt. Back in time for tea. That's it. It ain't far from you, is it? You up or down, Dan? Is it up from you or down from you? But that's 13 hours. It'd be like walking uphill in the field. In that field, I fuck's sake, it would. It would. Yeah. So I can do that. If I can do that drunken walk, I could walk there. Oh, Edel Metallic. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, I knew there was another one further up, and I always think that the Preppers Meet one is that one, like it's that far up. Samurai Burton, I'm trying to organise a sword katana festival with all the YouTube sword guys here in the States this year on it. You know what, Samurai, that would be fucking epic. Yeah. Yeah, all of that kind of stuff's great. Yeah, because a lot of people on here, they've been talking to each other for years. And you are friends. You may not have met each other, but you do class, you are friends. It's just because it's a different world now. It's not like it was before. You can make friends that are your good friends that you've never actually met. I've got very good friends on here. I don't know what they look like. Yeah. Very, very good friends on here. I don't even know what they look like. That's 250 miles and 4 hours for me. Don't have the patience for all the Muppets on the road for that long. Oh, it's up from you as well, Dan. Yeah. 4x4 said my first year would be awesome. For you to go, dude. It definitely couldn't this year. I'm because it's it's literally like next week now, isn't it? But so I was just getting rid of. There was a troll on there, not a troll, but like a weird fucking. Frankie, there's over 350 expected this year too. Knives and fires and beers, and not one single problem. Exactly. No, that's it. You don't. Yeah, no, Sam. I've seen. I've watched. Do you ever put videos on? I can't ever remember watching one of yours, Frankie, of it. But I've seen. Funny thing is, I've watched RDP's videos of it, and Carl Outdoors. I don't know, CW Outdoors. He won one of the raffles one year. You'd know who Carl is. He's ex-military. CW Outdoors, Carl Outdoors. Had a few names on here, but I've watched his videos of it as well. RDP said there's Camp Bob, Camp Shaky, Camp Edel, Northwest Wales Meetup, Prepper Meet, plus two or more names I can't remember. There are a fair few then. Alex said I just blocked a troll without a spanner. That's some Jedi shit. That's last weekend camp thing. I went to a bike rally. Some poor sod got his head caved in on his bike wreck. Fuck's sake. Oh god. Like I used to, I've been a dad at the same time. Yeah, that's partly the issue. I have a similar issue. Not kids, but I look after my niece and nephew, and then my mum and all that. And yeah, you can get around these things if you plan it well enough. That'd magic me up some fuel and I'll go. Get some fucking get some white spirit, mix it with some get a litre of get a litre of cooking oil, mix it with 3 tablespoons of white spirit or some shit like that. I can't remember what it was now. Make yourself some homemade diesel. Don't tell no one. Just pay the tax on it. Would make your own diesel, just paying the tax on it. Surely be cheaper than just buying diesel, wouldn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'll sell that. Where am I? Kyle said, "Hey Mike, if I use an Amazon outside the UK, can you still get them sent to you a percentage?" Yeah, what one would you be using, Kyle? What would it be? The Amazon one? That's it, Mr. X. Yeah, I did once have the recipe for making the cooking oil sort of diesel, but I can't remember what it was now. I'm not sure. All right, Kyle, if you went to Amazon through my link and then at the top changed it to, because you can change it, can't you? Click. So as long as you went to Amazon first through my link, it probably would, yeah, but I can't confirm it. But the problem is sometimes you have to do separate Amazon affiliate things for different countries. But I reckon if you went through it first, it might. It's worth a try. And I appreciate you doing that, by the way, because someone or a couple of people have been buying so much Amazon stuff lately that I've been getting. Well, I think this month I'll probably get a £40 gift card. Yeah, and if people don't understand what I'm talking about, because I have been demonetized now, I've had to find loads of weird little ways to, earn a little bit of money. So one of them is sharing affiliate links, and not even to a product. So in the description to this video, you'll see a link to Amazon. If you go and click that Amazon link and then bookmark it, after that, every single time you buy something, I'll get a percentage of what you spend. And, there are people who buy a lot of stuff every week. So if you do that, please do it, because you'd be helping me out massively. You help me live and you help this channel. Yeah. But someone has been spending a lot of money on Amazon lately, and I really, really appreciate it. So just had a thought, Mike. Do you get affiliate money from a sale of the books? Yes, I technically do, because that link, every time I share that link, is always an affiliate link. So I would get 10% of you buying the book, plus the £1 profit that I set, because I only set it as £1. Yeah. So I might get £1.10 instead. But someone has been buying a lot of Amazon stuff. But thank you, Carl. Yeah, if you use the link, I do appreciate that. And I've got eBay links as well if people buy off eBay. I don't know what it is. I just started getting loads of notifications. But for weird shit, like, comments that was done earlier. Funky said it's going to make you sad watching the money go up on the pump, and then realise the amount of litres you actually took from the pump. Government charges 50% tax on fuel. Scandalous. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people say to me, "Don't you drive, Mike?" I don't drive. I wouldn't be able to run a car. I wouldn't be able to afford to drive it. I wouldn't be able to afford to buy and I have got a driving license. But this weird thing. So I got this about more than 10 years ago, I think it was. Maybe I can't remember now. Or it might have been a little bit less than 10 years ago. Anyway, I got left some money, enough to do driving lessons, proper paid driving lessons. I didn't really have no one to teach me. Not no one that we probably wouldn't have massive arguments. You know what I mean? So I paid to have lessons. Passed my test, ran out of money, was going to borrow the money to buy a car, and then just as we was looking for cars, we was just about to buy one, and then something came up, and my mum had to spend the money on something else. And I've actually never, ever driven since the day I got my driving license. But I wouldn't be able to anyway. Not now. I might have been at the time, Because I probably could have used the car to, you know, start some kind of work. But yeah, at the minute I won't be able to. And I'm in a weird situation because people might say, "Oh, why don't you just get a job, Mike?" Well, this is my job, and the problem is I have to be at home to do other things now. Yeah, it's a weird situation I'm in. But I stay at home, do the stuff my mum can't do now. Look after my niece and nephew and shit like that. But yeah. Weird situation, but you know it works for everyone else, and you know I can just about get by. Zed said, "I hate to say this, but this stream is so boring it could give Crow a stroke." Right, if I ever get to the video.
Are you not entertained?
And then Metallic said, "Are you being sarcastic?"
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son? That's one of my least favourite things that happens to be sarcasm.
So, there you go. You put a little comment, you can trigger a video. 4x4 said, "I'm still running a 1.5 litre I bought months ago. Use my motorbike for a commute. Cost me less. Cost me. Hang on. Commute. Cut me cost to a quarter. Oh yeah, cut your cost to a quarter." Dan said, "This is so boring. I might shoot myself in the face."
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
I can't be playing videos constantly all night, you shits. Tactical said, "Where did you make those quivers today?"
I could knock him out in the shed.
That was the wrong. That didn't quite work, but yeah. Your young ones is good. Young ones is excellent. Yeah, Mr. Polofsky. That one, I think that one there was Brian Damage. That was Brian Damage. Right, Bloody Monday, do mate. Oh God, I'll carry on just for a bit. Right. Zed said, "I'm just being retarded."
Are you retarded?
I've noticed the viewers are suddenly dropping down now. Oh God. Funky said, "Mate, when you make it to the meet one day, you can drive my 4x4. My son is 4 and he drives it every day out here." Nice one. Yeah, I have got a driving license, but I just can't afford to. I wouldn't be able to afford to drive the car anyway. But thank you for that, Funky. I appreciate that. Tactical said, "Mike got a new GPU. So come on, stop it."
Ooh, lucky bastard.
I'm gonna fucking take my shoes off, I think. Bloody Monday said he's out in the back garden sitting by a fire pit. That sounds nice. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's nothing nicer than sitting outside in the evening with a nice fire. Not done that. Well, we did it on my birthday actually, but the fucking the fire barrel thing we had burnt through. So I might, if we have another fire soon, might have to get something else. RDP says, "I've not always been mad, you know, but I was actually driven mad by the indifference of architecture and council planners." You see, I live in a tower block, and yes. Yeah, I love his weird fucking Alexi Sales fucking Mr. Bolofsky rants. They're fucking hilarious. 4x4 said, "Funky, I've got to get rid of one of mine. Get an 08 Ranger." Yeah, Alexi said he always made me laugh. He's good, he is. The Fast Show was good. I haven't seen that for fucking years, actually. Years and years and years. Been a long time since I've seen the Fast Show. Well, I've got quite a lot of the old classics up there. I've got quite a lot of the classic British TV shows. So I've got Alan Partridge, League of Gentlemen, Little Britain, Bottom, The Young Ones. Some modern, some not. Shitloads. Red Dwarf. Got one of the old sex things on again. Where was I? Just saw a comment there. RDP said the thing about those is that there's terrible noise problems. Oh, he goes on about the elephant, don't he? Yeah, I remember now. Jojo says, sorry, I had to take a swamp cabbage into the restaurants. I thought that was a euphemism for something else then. Carl said 15 stories I was sterling tower block based comedy. I was just looking there when you said that because I actually bought that on DVD after Sean Locke died. I bought it on DVD, but it's up there now where I can't get it. Where is it? Yeah, that's very good. That is. I would say a little bit of advice for you if you're gonna buy 15 Stories High on DVD. Make sure you buy the series 1 and 2 together because you can't actually buy series 2 separately. You can only get series 2 if it's with series 1. So you can buy series 1 separately. Series 2, you can only get series 1 and 2 in a box set. So yeah. So I've now got series 1 and series 1 and 2. But I couldn't get series 2 without buying it. But I wanted to buy it. Yeah, Sean Locke was excellent. Yeah, Harry Enfield and Chad. Funny thing is, Funky, I've actually been watching that recently. Where is it? No, I must have put it up there. Tactical said, what you need is a few trained monkeys to handle those for you. Oh, wait, you did. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's all right. It's all right. I don't need no mods. I bet you like if when I made your mods, if you could take it back off yourself, some of you lot would, wouldn't you? Carl said, good to know. You had me pissing myself laughing. Yeah, had me pissing myself laughing when I first came out. Sean Locke was comedy genius. And he is very good, actually. I like his style of comedy. It's weird, isn't it? I like weird comedy. Funky said, Dark City, the director's cut, I must see. I have seen that. Because Liam likes that, Weapons and Stuff 93, he likes that. And he recommended me to watch the director's cut of that as well. And I watched that a couple of years ago. Because I'd seen it before anyway, but not the director's cut. And that is decent, isn't it? Still trying to find where my bloody 15 Stories High is. No. That's on iPlayer, though. It's on iPlayer. Yeah, do you know, Kenneth, League of Gentlemen, one of my favourite things ever. Love the League of Gentlemen. I've got everything they've done up there. I think they've got 3. So there's 3 series, Christmas special, and I think there's at least 3 live ones. Oh no, there's 4 series, wasn't there? Because there was technically 3 series, and then there was like a 20th anniversary, wasn't there? Yeah, no, I love the League of Gentlemen. Love the League of Gentlemen. But that got the they tried to cancel that, didn't they? Because of Papa Lazarou. Saying about League of Gentlemen, you ever seen this? This is the same people. Psychoville. That's good. But that's got 2 of the people, Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton make that. I was carrying on the thing. I went upstairs to complain, then the door was answered by an elephant in a crash helmet. Standing behind him is this seal hitting a table with a kipper, saying, what is it now, Ralph? You're my wife now, Dave. Exactly, Kenneth, exactly. Now, if you've not seen that, Dan, no, I wouldn't do no spoilers, mate. Don't worry about Oh, Inside Number 9. Sorry, yeah, no, I won't spell that either. Yeah, Inside Number 9's very good as well. Yeah, I'd highly recommend Inside Number 9. I'm trying to think what films I've watched recently, but a lot of the films I've watched recently have either been on Amazon Prime or Netflix. Because I've got, you know, when people give you their passwords, I use my sister's Netflix and my mum's Amazon Prime. I wouldn't be able to pay for that, and I wouldn't be honest, I wouldn't be prepared to anyway. Other pieces, anyone else's stream freeze? No idea, mate. Funky said, clip for this stream. See no evil, speak no evil. I'm talking to you, you prick. I'll look into that one. Let me write that down. Yeah, because certain clips are great for, that would be good for trolls or people not listening. I was like the one when people are getting a little bit too sarcastic for me. Not the sarcasm one, but this one.
If this is a fucking joke, this ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras. I'm being absolutely straight with you. A fucking joke?
Just writing that down. That would probably be all right. Yeah, I was gutted when my Alan Partridge clips got fucking copyrighted. Not to get rid of them. I watched Interceptor yesterday. It wasn't too bad. It reminded me of Die Hard. Who's seen that then? I've not heard of that one. That said, Mike, I've had a lager. Shall I have some wine? If that fucking hell.
Bloody fool, you should never mix your drinks.
It's just do all the clips night tonight.
Pisshead.
Well, at least the regulars will get, not the regulars, at least the new people get to see them. Fucking nutters you are. That said, Funky, the version for these streams would be more like seen it, heard it. I would like to try it. That said, can we set up a GoFundMe to get Metallica new laptops or some IT support? Maybe. Actually, saying that, yeah, all right, hang on, yeah, all right, might better do it anyway now. But all right, Funky's not included on this because he's already donated tonight, and very, very generously. I appreciate it, mate. But I was going to say actually. Right, I want to get one of those self-cocking crossbows so I can do a test with a self-cocking crossbow, you know, like the break action ones, with a redback. If anybody wanted to chuck in just a couple of quid, I could buy one because they're only about 25 quid. But, you know, I ain't got 25 quid. But, yeah, and you don't have to if you don't want to. I'll get round to it eventually. But, yeah, anybody want to chuck in a couple of quid so I can get to do tests on you know, like the classic old style, the old style one of these, basically. So I want to do tests with one of these and one of them. But that's weirdly enough, I've never had one of the break action ones. But yeah, anyone who's already donated, don't feel the need to add any more. Funky said, Gangster number 1, come on outside. Let's have a fucking straining streak of piss. I've got on my list. I'm probably going to watch that soon, Funky, to get some clips from that. Yeah, I'm probably going to watch that soon. Funny thing is, where is it? I don't think it's on here. But I've actually written down somewhere, watch Gangster number 1. But I want to watch it to get some clips off of that, because quite a few people recommend there'll probably be some good ones on there. Samurai said, don't have to take this abuse much longer. If I can find it.
Have to take this abuse much longer.
Right, where am I? Yeah, I have got Gangster number 1, and it's right at the top of my I've had it down recently. I was gonna watch it the other week when I was drunk. Luckily I didn't. I wouldn't, I probably wouldn't have remembered it. Irishman, how you doing, mate? You right? And he said, I used to have a girlfriend who had a pet parrot. The fucking thing never shut up, but the parrot was cool. Don't you start the fucking joke shit off. Don't you start that. We've had a joke-free night all night, and then one person starts it and it becomes a thing. Nah, it's all right. I'm joking. Do you know what, Funky? I've never seen Love, Honor and Obey. It's something I want to watch. That's Ray Winston. There's quite a few famous English actors in that, and it's got matey Jamie Foreman. Jamie Foreman's in that. And Jamie Foreman's dad is actually Freddie Foreman. He was an actual London gangster, isn't it? Because I always thought they should, and that's Freddie Foreman, no, not Freddie. Jamie Foreman is who plays the Cray twin looking gangster in Gangster Number One. You know, the gangster with the glasses, the nutter. Who I won't spoil it, but yeah, that's Jamie Foreman, whose dad is actually real East End gangster Freddie Foreman. Yeah. Well, I always thought Jamie Foreman should play. They should do a film with Jamie Foreman playing his dad. He is an actual actor, and he looks like his dad. Yeah. Right, someone's just donated to the Crossbow Fund. Let's see if they left the comments. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you, Pedro. I suppose I better. Yeah, thank you, Pedro. I appreciate that. Funky said, you're joking, mate. You piss yourself. Brilliant. Yeah, I know of it, and I've seen bits of it, but I've never seen it. Thank you, Pedro. I appreciate that, mate. So I'm a quarter of the way to fulfilling this this Crossbow Fund. If anyone wants to get in on it. Oh, and 4x4's just donated as well. But I'll order that tonight. Thank you, 4x4. I appreciate that. He said, Nigel was on a 14-hour day, so I'm beat. Won't be on next week. I was at the prepper meet. See you in a few weeks. I might see you on there. Thank you, 4x4 as well. If Funky gets live streaming on there, I might actually see you. You know, you have to come say hello. Right, we're 50% to this Crossbow Fund. No, Zed, I've still not watched The Gentleman yet. No, I have a weird thing with gangster films and stuff like that. I have to be in the mood for them. Same as prison films. I used to love watching prison films, and I totally went off them for a while. Yeah, good night, everyone who's going off. I'll still be on for probably an hour, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Might as well put it on there. Yeah, good night, everyone going. I'll see you later, 4x4 and RDP. Yeah, and if I don't, I probably won't see you next weekend then. So I hope you have a nice time at the preppers meet, and maybe if Funky gets to do a live stream, he could get people coming on saying hello to people. Yeah. Dan said Tactical's gone a bit quiet, hasn't he? Take it, he doesn't want my ginger wig. You're offering a ginger wig? Fuck's sake. Because he wants me to wear it, and I told him, no, just because David Bowie says it's not homosexual, I think it is. Now's going to know what we're on about now. It's a clip from Flight of the Conchords. Mr. X says, still too wet to work around the grounds. Oh, still too wet to work around the grounds. So cooking brunch now. Yeah, that'd be. I hope you all have a good time out there, and I look forward to seeing the videos, because no doubt I'll probably see Funky's if he does do videos of it. RDP, as I say, normally does. He normally puts videos on, and Carl, and then and anyone else I know. Dan said it's to replace all the hair he's lost fixing Metallic's laptop. Kenneth says, my secret shame is my penchant for Steven Seagal movies. They all have the same plot. Do you know what? That's a niche thing I've never seen. I've never seen any Steven Seagal films. I've never seen any Chuck Norris films. And I like all that sort of... I sometimes see that Walker, Texas Ranger on the telly, and I think, you know what? I want to watch all of them. That looks so insane and mental. It just looks like it, you know, because you don't watch these things taking them seriously. You watch them for a bit of escapism and fun. And that Walker, Texas Ranger looks absolutely mad. That looks absolutely mad. There's bits where he's time traveling, I think, and stuff like that. Or not time traveling, but it goes back to the past where it's like his relative, but it's still Chuck Norris. And, you know, all his friends are still the same people. Carl said, I'm just powerballing constantly when watching the live streams. Skint until next month, and then I'll sort you out something. Mike, hopefully through Amazon or eBay. No worries. Back to Powerball. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Samurai Bird just donated. Samurai Bird. He said, I won't take this abuse much longer. A notification popped up just as I clicked it for you, mate.
Don't have to take this abuse much longer.
Right, I think we're about 75% through the thing now. What's that thing I put on? I knew if I probably mentioned it tonight, you lot wouldn't let me down. Thank you, everyone who's donated. Oh, and yeah. But I'll actually probably order that. Oh, yes. Do you know, actually, Funky, I was thinking of Kneel by Mouth. That's the one with Jamie Foreman in. So Jamie Foreman and Ray Winston are in Kneel by Mouth. Love, Honor and Obey. Yes, the Denise Van Outen one. That's it. Yes. Sorry, I was getting yes. Yeah. Deep. Is it a beer bottle or is it a cucumber? It might be a cucumber. But again, I've never actually seen that. Yeah. I've got two films mixed up then. Yeah, Jamie Foreman isn't in that one. He's in a different film. He's in Kneel by Mouth with Ray Winston. Yeah. Yeah, Love, Honor, Obey is the other one with I can't remember his name now. But he used to make one of the blokes who stars in it produced quite a few films, and he produced the Cray Twins film, the original one. You're right, Rich. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I was thinking of Kneel by Mouth that had Jamie Foreman in. Yeah, Love, Honor, Obey is the other one, isn't it? Trying to think of his name. Banter, that's not what the Urban Dictionary says. They're what, Denise Van Outen? Let's put Denise Van Blowjob, see what comes up. Probably a mistake to Google this. Denise Van Outen sucked a cucumber with nice cleavage out. Oh, God, there you go. Just cracked me out. That's the first thing that came up. Ravi Ninja, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I haven't seen you come on for a while. Nice to see you on. Nice to see you on, mate. Castle Metallic, it is a gyroscope in a case that makes your arms. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, the Great Escape's good. I actually have 2 copies of the Great Escape. Look at this. Look, this is how much I like the Great Escape. No, trust it to be the right one. Yes, I like this. I like the Great Escape so much. I own it twice. Zed Not Z could probably tell you why that's the case, though. I don't think he knew. Let's see. Where am I? Tactical. Hang on, don't you have 2 copies of another film as well? What's that one? That's gone out of my head now. Richard said, did get a load of arrows fletched today. Was going to get repaired compounds sighted in, but been way too hot today. Dan said, our definitions of powerballing greatly differ. Oh, fuck's sake. Does anybody own a Redback or a Tomcat 2 or any crossbow that's got a weaver rail on? Because at the minute I'm selling these quivers that you can you mount it on the bottom of your crossbow, and then you've always got some bolts. But these will take any bolts, so literally any pistol bolts will fit in them, and that's how they mount. So you can have a really good sort of tactical crossbow. So you shoot, take your bolt out, put it in. Yeah, bloody excellent. If I do say so myself. They're on my coffee store if you want to buy one. They're not all that colour either. They're usually black. That's the normal colour. You get the bolts with it. Coffee.com, it's over there. Link is in the description. Sorry. I'll just read that bit. I got a stealth donation. Thank you for the anonymous donators. Massively appreciate it. I think that's done it. It's a couple of quid shy, but that, I got a donation earlier. Yeah, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate that. I'm going to buy one of those crossbows tonight now. And yeah, I'll be able to do a lot more tests that I've been wanting to do for ages, but never get around to doing it. So thank you, everyone. I don't think have I got a celebrate. Let's just pretend it's my birthday. No, they won't bother with that. Yeah, this one I'll do.
Oh, lucky bastard.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. That's pretty much done it. As I said, it's a little bit short, but I could put the rest in. Thank you, everyone. Oh, we are stealth donator. Dan said, you and Matt been into any parties recently? No, don't think so. Why? Oh god. Oh, Tactic, when you drunk bought that one. Yeah, oh yes, I forgot about that. Yes. I don't know why. I still to this day can't work out why I did it. So I one night bought a DVD while I was drunk. Oh, fuck's sake, Dan. I'm absolutely horrendous with the... Yeah, I get you now. Now Richard's put... So basically, I bought a DVD, and I don't know why I bought it, because I definitely didn't buy it for my younger brother, because he's seen this film. I definitely didn't buy it for Malk, because I gave him a copy of it for Christmas. So I don't know why I bought it. I don't know. I've no idea why I bought this DVD while I was drunk. Absolutely no idea. Yeah, it was... Mesrine, yeah, fucking weird. Oh yeah, so me and Mark have been to any parties lately? Yeah, just the other night, Dan. I'm fucking horrendous sometimes. They just shoot out of my head. Ravi said, what was the thing that you got you into weapon collecting? Do you know what? I think it's just because I've always liked weapons. So even as a kid, you get given toys, you have toy guns, toy knives and that. Growing up, I liked having, like, my dad used to make us wooden swords. He would make us swords out of wood and guns out of wood. And as I got older, even still a kid though, me and Mark started making our own toy guns. We would make pump action shotguns out of wood and a bit of wire and a hose. So you had a proper pump, and you'd bend a piece of nail round for the guard, and the nail inside it as a trigger. We'd make guns out of planks of wood, pump action shotguns, and make our own swords where we'd sword fight. And whoever's sword would last the longest, you had the best sword. You'd be smacking them together. And then as I got older, it progressed into BB guns and air guns and that, and it just turned into this. So basically, I never grew up. And also, I remember watching things like Arnold Schwarzenegger films like Terminator, Predator, Commando, Raw Deal, where there's just like loads of really cool fucking weapons and really cool music. You know, gun weapon porn, you know. Metallic said it'll be my birthday the day before the Spyro screening if you do it on the 8th. Let me look up what I might be able to. The only thing is, I'm going to be a bit busy. This is why I'm going to struggle at the minute. Let me just work this out. I reckon I could do it for then. I reckon I could. Right. So what should we say then? The 8th. We'll do the Spyro screening on the 8th. So. Yeah, all right. I reckon I could do that, but don't hold your breaths. Is that Saturday, though? Yeah? Because we're doing it on a Saturday, I reckon. What do you reckon? Well, it's up to you. Like, do it on a Friday or a Saturday. It doesn't actually bother me. Would you rather it a Friday or a Saturday? I'm not bothered. But no, I reckon I could get it done for then. That's what I bought. I bought a CB last weekend. I just sold all my gear a few weeks before I had it. Yeah. I don't know. I still to this day cannot work out why I bought that DVD. Like who I bought it for. It's fucking weird. Adam, how you doing, mate? He said, cheers, our kid. What's your poison tonight? Water. Water and black coffee. What do you reckon, Saturday? What do you reckon, Saturday, Metallic? Because we could do that stream, and then afterwards do a drunk one after it if you want. Yeah, so should we say the 9th then? And then we can do a drunk one after. Right, Peach, how you doing, mate? Tactical said, we know you still go around to Wendy's house. Yeah, we'll do so the 9th of July then, June, July, yeah, 9th of July will be the Spyroverse special, which will involve reading out the second book, the very first episode of the Spyro Files. I'm going to do some weapon reviews as famous movie killers. Yeah, and that'll probably go for about an hour anyway. And then I'll live stream after, and then do a drunk live stream after. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, post Spyroverse drunk stream afterwards, exactly. So Spyro Files and rest 9th of July, yeah. All right, I'll make that happen. See ya, military. How you doing, mate? You all right? Just make sure that's really him. Yeah, that's him. I know he gets a bit of weird shit going on. Funky, good night, mate. Thanks for the donation earlier. I appreciate that. Yeah, that genuinely means a lot, you know. Yeah, cheers, mate. Good night. I probably won't see you next weekend then, but I might see you on yours, if you know what I mean, if you manage to do one. Good night, mate. See you later. Yeah, I'm all right, CM. I'm not too bad. Right, let me just see who's on. So Adam's on. Metallic, yeah, a post. Yeah, I reckon that'd be just right. Yeah, and we can celebrate. Yeah. Hang on. Just want to make sure. Oh, yeah. It'll be my birthday the day before. Yeah, I just wanted to, before I said your birthday, I wanted to make sure you said that out loud. Yeah, so we can celebrate your birthday and we can do a Spyro File thing. Yeah, good night, Funky. See you later, mate. See you next time. Have a good preppers, mate. See you later. Good night. Right, let's get back to it. Right, yeah. Yeah, right. I reckon. Right, because I'm going to be. There's a couple of. The reason I can't do it is like before I've got some stuff I need to do. That would be, yeah. So, yeah, I would definitely have a week to do it. Put it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd have 8 days to do it if it's on Saturday. So I've got from now. I've got a couple of days now to do it, and then I'll have 8 days to get it done. Yeah, I could do that because I only need to. I've already planned out the extra bits for the Spyro Files episode. Most of the other stuff I can just do spur of the moment, and the book is fine to do. That just takes a long time to edit. Falcon Punch, how you doing, mate? Dan said, "Good luck, real counting on you." One of the joke film, not one of the weapon reviews, as one of the characters, I may have to put a clip in. Yeah, no, what I'm going to do, right, I've decided, yeah, because I think some of them may need an explanation, because some of them, unless you've seen the films, won't make sense. But, yeah, I think I'll put a little clip first of the real character. And then I'm going to do a review of a weapon as that character. Falcon Punch and Mike, you going to use the crossbow string George just showed off? I don't know. He's pretending he's invented the crossbow string again, isn't he? He reinvented the crossbow, now he's reinvented the crossbow string. The only thing is, if you look up Dyneema string, they've existed for fucking God knows how long, since Dyneema's been existed, but I do love his claiming he's fucking created a brand new fucking thing when he hasn't. But no, I'm not sure. I might look. I'll have a proper look into it, Falcon. All right, I'm gonna just write down. Just writing down a couple of ideas. So. Sorry if you can hear my stomach. Put a question mark with that. Right, done. Richard, I used that on all my bows due to its low stretch properties. Carl said I bought a little Dyneema too. I think he said how he was the first one to put the servings on it when others did not. I don't know. Well, if you just look up the word Dyneema crossbow string and it just comes out of stuff because it's always existed. All crossbow strings, the majority of crossbow strings are made of Dyneema anyway. It's all right. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I'll have to watch it properly. I only watched it a little bit because, you know. But yeah. That's a crossbow string from George. That'll be 50 quid then. Brenda said, "Where's the best, cheapest place to buy a crossbow?" I'm not sure. I'm not sure now because it depends what you want to buy. Yeah, I think technically all George has done, hasn't he? He's just got a crossbow, and he's got a crossbow string. I don't know. I didn't watch it properly, but from what I could tell, didn't he just get a crossbow string and just not put the serving on? Because you see that bit there, that is Dyneema on most on a bowstring. That's Dyneema. That is. So, I don't know. It's just I know the thing with a lot of George Spratt things. He claims that he invented all these things when he didn't. But he makes out he created the magazine for Crossbow. He did not. He's not even the first person on YouTube to have videos of pistol crossbows with magazines on, and I can prove that because I've seen people go on to that Stuart's channel slagging Stuart off, saying you copied all your stuff from George Spratt. Stuart was making pistol crossbows with magazines before George Spratt had even done a single crossbow video. He'd been doing videos for 2 years before George Sprout had ever even looked at a magazine or a crossbow. Yeah, and I don't like things like that. You know. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about this string, so I'd have to look into it properly and see, if it is as innovative as he says it is. But I know with a lot of George things, they're a lot of them aren't. But yeah. But no, I'll look into it, Falcon. It might be brilliant. It might be amazing. Celia said to Carl, somehow exactly English longbowmen were the bloody Apache helicopters of their day. My Scots ancestors must have been shitting themselves when all those arrows were loosed. Pedro said £100 range. What country? Yeah, I'm not sure. Tactical said, as we know, the shield shit channel. He said, I used for serving as well my £110 horseback. I'm not sure. What do you want though? Do you want a full size crossbow or a pistol crossbow as well? There's another one, Pedro. I'll help you out though because I'm looking into buying. I've been looking into buying a pistol crossbow myself to do tests on. So I have been looking. Funky's shop does them. The one he does is Lee, called the Bug Out. What's it called? The Bug Out? Is it thebugout.co.uk? But I'll tell you where I get crossbows from. So Prepper's Shop, Merlin Archery, Sheffield Air Rifles, and DNA Leisure do them. Before they're banned, yeah. So the Chinese had repeating crossbows for hundreds of years before George. So he certainly didn't invent them. Well, that's it. You know, I didn't even bother mentioning that. Yeah. Yeah, the repeating crossbow is at least 2,000 years old. I'm sure it is. It's old as fuck. It's old as yours. Richard, that was a lightning fast block, mate. Yeah, I must have just been. I think I was hovering over it anyway. There's so much porn tonight. But yeah, did you get them ones, Pedro? I would recommend if you could get it though. That all depends what you want. But I do like the R9 crossbow. But it would cost you. How much is it set up for a whole R9 crossbow? I think the whole setup for the R9 is about 170 quid. And that gets you everything. What's the 121? Because you can get it for 120, but you'd still need to buy the stock. At least buy the stock. And the stock is hard to buy separately, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate all that support tonight because I will buy that fucking crossbow now. I thought if I mentioned that tonight, people will probably be prepared to, you know. But yeah, Prepper's Shop and what is it? The Bug Out? The Bug Out. I never remember it. No, it is the bugout.co.uk. They do crossbows. Let me just look. Just put in crossbow quickly. Oh, it wrong bollocks. That's the one. Yeah, that's what I was going to get. They got it for 25 quid. I'll probably end up buying it from Prepper's shop, though, I think, or Merlin Archery for me. Then I don't have to go through the rigmarole of doing ID checks. Doctor, I noticed on your R9 video, the tight bastards are charging you a premium for that red dot, which is only about $8.99. I know. That fucking piece of shit site on that is no... Yeah, they are... I think, if you think about it, Tactical, let's just look a minute, right? All right, let's get up. So, the EK... Yeah, so the standard Cobra, R9 Cobra, without any stock or sight is 120 quid. To add the stock, the sight, a foregrip, and a shitty sling, it adds 70 quid onto it, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and that sight, so the sight, the handle, and the grip, they're not worth that money. They're not worth 70 quid. Yeah, that's a 10 quid sight, as you say. 5 quid for the foregrip. Maybe 15 quid for the stock. Tenner for the sight. Yeah. It is a rip-off. You know, what they want to do is just... Because you don't need the fucking sight. I don't even use it. But that's why I bought the R9, though. I bought that R9 with no intention ever using the red dot on it. I wanted one of those ones that cock like that with open sights on it. Because the thing with the Cobra Adder, it's got no sights on it at all. So if that red dot's not working, you've got no sights. Yeah. Rita said, did you see the mag for the Cobra Adder? 200 quid. Wonder if they're the updated version. I'm not sure, because who is it who sells that upgraded version? Because I saw the upgraded version. I saw some upgraded version of the Cobra Adder mag for about 120 quid, I think, which I thought that's still a lot for a fucking box, plastic box. But who is it who sells that? No flashlight, you still on? Who is it? Oh, there it is. EK Archery Adder version 2 7-shot magazine. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the new one. 115 quid for the new one. But it's the new one, as in it's the same as that one. You know, like George Sprout started doing the new one out of metal and charging about 300 quid for it. EK Archery now do a version of that one, the plastic one, for 120 quid, which is still a lot, but it's still cheaper than all the rest. There's a link if you want to see it. I don't know if this link will be too long. Yeah. Why is that doing that? Hang on. Well, I have got it. Hang on, I'll get it in a minute if you want one. Yeah, all my XRs are there. Can you see them? I could grab one if you want. Yeah, 115 quid, I think. 120 quid. It's still expensive for what it is. But that is an upgraded version. Don't know why they say powered by George Sprouster. It's like he invented a box that goes on a fucking crossbow. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. He has he's progressed the popularity of crossbows magazines, but it's just every step it's always been massively extortionate. Go on about giving it out for free, but every single time anything's ever been sold with his name on it, it's been massively extortionately priced. Because why is a shitty plastic box with a metal arm more expensive than the actual crossbow? That box on that fucking thing is nearly double the price of the actual crossbow. Did you want me to get one of them, Tactical? I'll grab it and show you if tease you with it if you want. Guys, a German business practice. I'll sue for ruthless. Yeah, he's always made out. Oh yeah, I'll give this out for free and I'll do this for free and all this free. But as soon as it's as soon as these things come to sale, massively extortionate price. Yeah, and now he can't. You're undercutting him because that's still expensive. I still think that magazine should only be about 50 quid. And that one looks like it's got a bit more sort of moving parts from the original on that. Whereas it also, he said the magazine crossbows were impractical. He'd rather use a regular, but that's what he said on someone else's video. Yeah, didn't he, Rich? Someone who made a magazine for, see that crossbow there? Someone made a magazine for that, and he didn't like it. He went on this bloke's channel and basically said, I don't like the work you've done, and it's not very practical. And anyway, I'd rather just have a bow. Because you're the fucking person who's, going on about how you've made the best fucking, yeah, it's weird. Trishy, how you doing? Said, what would you recommend for a first crossbow? Sorry if you've been asked this a stupid amount of times. I'm looking at the EK Jaguar 2 Pro. Personally, I would not get that as a first-time crossbow. The issue is, that's a good crossbow, but £175 crossbows soon get laborious to use. It'll hurt your hands, or if you're using a cocking thing, £175 for a first crossbow, and they can be a bit too powerful for most gardens. I would suggest something. How much? What's the price on that normally? Because the thing I've just come up with, 160 quid. You could get an R9 crossbow for that price. It's a lower poundage. You do have to get specific bolts for it, but the bolts, if you know where to get them, can be bought off AliExpress for cheap. I would recommend for a first ever crossbow, get a Jaguar, but a Mark 1 Jaguar, whatever they're called. Let me see if I can find what they're called nowadays. But the original Jaguar, they're a lot better for a starter crossbow, in my opinion, rather than, the EK Archery Jaguar. But if you can get it in 150, so EK Archery Jaguar, £150 crossbow on Prepper's Shop, it's 85 quid, and it'll last you fucking ages. Nothing really to go wrong with it. There are stuff to go wrong, but it's basic, but it's good. £150, so it's not going to knock you out, and you don't need a cocking string. Because you can pull a 175 with your hands, but it'll start hurting your hands pretty quickly. Pulling £175, thin as a string against your fingers. So there you are, Trishy. Click that link. Yeah, you can 3D print magazines. Yeah, exactly. Richard said, in that comment, you linked where the guy made the wire mag. That's it, Rich. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's it. Made the mag for the... Exactly. Tell them out, first crossbow has got to be a Horizon Redback. I think they wanted a full-size one, but yeah, if you want a pistol, 100% go for the Redback. Full-size crossbow, go for a EK Archery Jaguar. £150 one. But, Trishy, if you're still on, Prepper Shop do the deluxe version of the Jaguar, which has some other accessories with it. So, you go to rifle crossbows, there's the EK Archery, there's the deluxe version, which has a quiver, I think, and a sight. So, for an extra, it's about 50 quid, which is a bit much. But you'd get a sling, you get a cocking rope, sling, and a 3-bolt quiver, and a red dot sight. And Oh, it's £175. Yeah, don't go for the £175 one. For your very first crossbow, full-size crossbow, get a EK Archery Jaguar, £150. Because I've got a £175 crossbow there. I never shoot it. It's too powerful. Yeah. Richard said, can you still get the RMX Commando skeleton crossbow? That was £120 prod as standard. I'm not sure, because you know what, Rich? I always wanted one of those. But I don't think you really see that anywhere now. I wanted one of those, and I also wanted one of the ones with the folding limbs. You might be able to still get it. But one thing I know a lot of people make the mistake of getting a 175 for their first crossbow, and you don't need a crossbow of that much power, especially for what most people want, which is like garden shooting. Yeah, way too powerful, especially if you're starting going into compounds, £175 compounds. German Mal said, full size, ignore that then. I meant just to see how fun crossbows are. Well, I'm not actually sure. Trishy, do you want a full-size crossbow or do you want a pistol? Yeah, because pistol crossbows are great fun, and then you can start buying all my accessories. Get yourself a red back. Get all your weapon collector accessories for it. This is a quiver. It goes on the bottom of a red back. Hold your bolts. I've got bayonet cocking aids. Well, I don't know, Tricia. I don't know. I think it's nice having both. I would say get yourself a full-size crossbow, and then if you want to get a pistol, because they're quite different. You know, it's the difference between shooting like a rifle and a pistol. What would you rather shoot, do you reckon? Would you rather shoot? Do you want to be shooting a pistol, or do you want to be shooting like a rifle with a sight on it? Or you could shoot a pistol with a sight on it if you want. You know what I mean by a sight, like a red dot or a, you know. But no, I suppose you're right, Chairman Mal. They never did actually say if they wanted full size or pistol. But either way, Mark 1 Jaguar, £150, or get yourself a Horizon Redback, which is the best pistol crossbow you can buy, in my opinion, for the money. Yeah. That's I'd love an adder, but way too much. Yeah, that's the only thing with the adder. You know, it's a good fun crossbow, but way, way, way too expensive for what it is. But that's it. If you string a crossbow, then don't use it. Or the string stretch out. It might do a little bit, but I think the strings nowadays don't tend to stretch so much. I leave all my crossbows strung now, and I've never really noticed any loss of power. It doesn't seem to make much issues, but people do say take your strings off. But I think with the quality of strings nowadays, you don't really need to. I don't take the strings off any of mine. I used to, but it's a lot of bother nowadays. But no crossbow instructions tell you to take the string off. So yeah. I think with the sort of quality of the strings nowadays, it doesn't really, yeah. Dan, I went to buy one till I saw how much the bolts were. Yeah, the bolts are a hell of a lot as well. See, another extortionate thing, really stupid thing. So these bolts, I had to get people to donate money for these bolts so I could test them, because every single time I break one of these bolts, it cost me £3 and they're shit. They break straight away. If you shoot anything hard with these, they just smash to pieces. Yeah, you can reuse bolts. Yeah, you can reuse bolts, Dan. But not these pieces of shit, you can't. Now, these are all right if you shoot anything soft. But if I do any tests where I'm shooting something hard, they just break. And they cost £3 each. these bolts cost about 30p each. The normal pistol bolts, like these, probably cost about 50p each. And I wouldn't mind paying £3 for a bolt if they lasted. And bolts like this bolt probably costs about £2 each, but this will last you a hell of a long time. You could shoot, you could shoot hard things with this. And I'll tell you what else lasts quite a fucking long time. Those bolts on that Dracon's bolts, I can shoot through wood with those and it doesn't have any issues. Chairman Mao said full size, but where are you shooting it? I let my chum have a go with mine and he shot it right through my shed, punching a tin of paint, and I had to paint the floor just a tin. Yeah, I missed with my £175 one once, and it went through the double walls of my shed, and the only thing that stopped it was an old CRT TV. Falcon said, those bolts are such a rip-off. I ain't how George did proprietary bolts. Yeah, that's it. They've cost a fortune, they do, and they're crap. Richard said, you get a bit of string creep to start, but as long as the serving is tight and the strings won't keep stretching. Tactical said, string lube is basically lip bulb. Yeah, look, this is a bit of string lube, and it's just a soft wax. It might as well be a bit of fucking Vaseline. That's a big one. They don't normally do them that big. They're normally more like a lip balm size. We said I read that, didn't I? So it's a tactical. I think she was asking about crossbows, not. Oh dear. Then did I buy one just before they banned them? Exactly. Yeah, I had to get people to fucking donate to be able to even afford to do Cobra tests, because I just couldn't afford to do it because it's £3 every time one of those bolts break. And the last time I did a test, this is how many bolts I broke. So this was the last Cobra test I did. All of these bolts broke. So how many's there? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There's 18 quid's worth of bolts there. There's another one in there. £21 worth of bolts broken for one fucking video. Yeah. Because every time you shoot something hard, they just break. So an oil-based lube then. Yeah, I don't actually know what that stuff's made of, in all honesty, but it appears to be like a lip balm type stuff. It's a kind of wax. Not flash out there, that's not string lube, that's a Pritt stick Mike. That Mike snacks on during live streams. You know what? The thing is though, I did find that and I thought, oh, I hope that, because I think it came with that, but I'm not sure now. Because yeah, it's weird. I've never been sure whether I've been putting a fucking Pritt stick on my fucking on my string. Because I didn't buy that. It just came with something, but I can't remember what. Dad said, I got a tin of beeswax. I use that. Seems to work fine. Trisha, time for bed for me. Cheers for the advice and link. It's all right. Good night, mate. Glad to help. In fact, no, Dan. Last time I looked up something I didn't realise was dubious. I got an eye full of wrestling. Oh, God, not that. Irishman's on as well. The wrestling naked ladies. You know, I was actually shouting to Metallic, don't click it, don't click it. And she'd already done it. Don't trust anything Irishman tells you. No, he would do it maliciously. That was little jokes. He's done it to me. I go over there and have a look at that. I don't think silicone lube would be any good. Yeah, it's like a soft wax. I know that. That's all I really know, Metallic. It's like a soft wax. That's where pulled up in a lay-by last night and moved instantly. There were a lot of used tissues on the ground. I have to have pissing. Oh, let's go on this day. Right, might as well have a quick slash. Welcome to the Weapon Collector shopping channel. The only place you'll find all Weapon Collector's merchandise. Mugs, banners, t-shirts, glasses, and lots more. All found on the Weapon Collector shopping channel. Now that is some good coffee. But that is actually the cheapest coffee you can buy. As soon as you put it in a Weapon Collector mug, this is gourmet shit basically. It's essentially the cheapest you can buy. Anything you put in a Weapon Collector mug will just be transformed into the ultimate drink. But that is just beautiful. Don't forget your pint glasses. My merchandise is flying off of the fucking shelves now. Richard and Mike, can you do a video testing different lubes? Fucking hell. No, I can't. Fuck's sake. No, they weren't bloodstained. Oh, Christ's sake. Richard, I bet you were pissed off that you missed the dogging. You went there to see. Well, Flash Out said, did the shaft snap on those bolts, Mike? I worry about them with the £260 limbs. They're weighted to 350 grain with inserts, four-sided bodkin and alloy knocks. But the shafts are brittle as fuck. Some of them did break in half, but most of them didn't, in all honesty. So two of them snapped in half by the looks of it. Yeah, it's terrible. I don't know why they have to bring out such shit like that. Because those bolts are they're too light for that adder, even at £130. Don't be an ass. Get a Weapon Collector glass, exactly. Falcon said that's only on Mike's OnlyFans. You have to pay for. Exactly. Yeah, you want to see me lubing things up? It's the OnlyFans account, which does actually exist. Let's have a look. Right, go to OnlyFans. I'm still signed in. Accept the terms. Go to my page. Here you go. Click that and enjoy yourselves. Let me know if you click it. We'll see if it's daring or not. That's a bit more difficult to dance to dodgy 70s porn music ads. That one I did actually deliberately put stupid music on. See, they said, Mike, there's a good video on YouTube. You have a spare 10 minutes about medieval medical procedures of the young Prince Henry V. Is that he got struck in the face by an arrow. Oh, I know about that actually. Yeah, I do know about that. Yeah, that's very interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I've not seen the video, but I know about that because they've sort of done re sort of productions of it, haven't they? Don't be spoiling it, Dan. It's no good. Dan's not a spoiler. Steve said, Mike, I have some scorpion venom if you want to try it. Amazing rail lube. Best I've ever tried. I can tell you so. And probably, I appreciate the offer, Steve. But probably, it'll probably be more bother than not setting that up. But I'll look into that though. I'll look into it. Bloody Monday, are you streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I should be. I'm not planning to do anything else. But I appreciate the offer, Steve. Maybe I'll take you up on it one day. But yeah. All Flash Art said WC's OnlyFans is the best thing in the world. All that rail lube, and you can fit the other places you couldn't even imagine. Ends up with an M4 tube. That's a tail. Not me. I'm not. I don't insert anything. I might be doing the inserting. Falcon said, Mike, did you see the medieval movie you got? No, I've not seen it yet. What, this one? Have I watched it yet, you're saying? No, I've not watched it yet. No. No, I will soon, though. I fancy watching a film tonight, but I don't know. I might go to bed early. Richard, we talked about it on a drunk stream, Mike, about the arrow removal. I said I'd like to see making that tool one. Oh, I get you. Yeah. Did we? Yeah, I'm trying to think is I can't actually remember that, Rich. But I knew about that anyway, because it's a known thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's Excalibur, that's it, Falcon. But right, I'll be on for about another 5 minutes. I better not be on too long. So I'll be on tomorrow, normal time. I've got no plans of doing a late night one. I need a week off. But you don't never know. You never know. But I don't plan to. Yeah, so I'll be on about another 5 minutes. Steve said the reverse FMA is very good and well impressed. Have you got one of them? You got one? That's an all round to mine for an half fight. What now? Like tonight, you mean, Tactical? Yeah, I'll come over. Give you a bit of abuse. Oh, Zed said, aren't you going to say thanks, Mike? I didn't put piss hands. There you go. No one did. Must all be in a funny mood tonight. This is good. I'll be able to get some work done. You're as bad as me. I was supposed to be doing twice today. I didn't say 3 times, including this, but twice today I've been sat watching other people's bloody live streams instead of doing stuff. Yeah, I was watching bloody Liam's live stream and I had to keep going away, and I was watching Funky's when I was supposed to be doing something else. Tomorrow. All right. Well, there's a small chance I might be on tomorrow, Tactical. So, yeah. So I might be on instead. You can join me. We'll see what happens. No, I think he means tomorrow. But if not, I'll come over to yours, definitely. See, said Falcon, it was a talented surgeon, apparently. You wouldn't want to make an arse out of it, would you? Heir to the throne and all. Samurai said, right. Good luck with the new Crossbow. Thank you, Samurai Bird. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to order that tonight. Yeah, because thanks to you, I've got the donations for it, and I appreciate that. Yeah, because I can now do a modern self-cocking crossbow versus an old-style one. I've always wanted to do that. But it helps to get a new one as well. I haven't got one anyway, but a new one will mean no one can say, oh, that limb's old. You know. But you're off, Samurai. Good night, mate, if you are. I'll be on for a couple more minutes. More flash. I can't stop laughing. I'm in bed and the missus was sleeping next to me. I just let one rip and woke her up with fright, and she smacked me inside of the head. Fucking hell. I thought you was going to say she heard us going on here. That's probably what sent her to sleep. Steve said, how do you tell the sex of an ant? If it sinks, it's a girl. If it floats, well, that one went over my head. I'm going to have to explain that one to you. Oh yeah, how do you tell the sex of an ant? No, sorry, Stu. Oh boy, nice one. It's Alec. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, fast up. I've already been told off before between too loud in the living room when I joined the drunk streams. Oh, Christ's sake. Right. Let's call it a night, shall we? Danton, I thought it was about witches singing. Oh, good job I wasn't anyone who didn't get it. Yeah, I was trying to think. Right, yeah. So I'll be on tomorrow. I'm not planning on doing a late night one tomorrow, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I'll join Tacticals afterwards. And you never know. I might be in a good mood tomorrow that I might actually even go in the Wendy house sober and join Tactical stream if he doesn't mind. We'll see. That'll be a fucking first for me. Depends on what time I get up tomorrow. I might have a nice old lay-in tomorrow. So yeah, there's a small chance if I don't drink tomorrow, I might still join Tacticals on camera if he'll have me. Just make sure you adjust my microphone because I think my microphone's still going to be either turned right up or something from one of the times. Right. Cheers for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support, everyone. Yeah, that generally does mean the world. Yeah, I'm going to get that crossbow tonight. Thank you for that. And I will see you all tomorrow night then, all right? Good night, everyone. Have a good night. Have a good day. If you're like Mr. X, it's probably morning where he is. Yeah, thank you for joining in, Mr. X. I appreciate it. When you're more up for it, you have to come back on camera one night because I always enjoy talking to you. Yeah, thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Tactical said, "Oh, anytime sexy. Like wear a wig." Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, and it's nice, funky sending people over. I do appreciate that. But I was actually on his live stream when he said, and he, it's very nice of him to do that, considering the amount of people are watching. He's got 250 people watching, and he says, "Right, I'm going over to Mike's Weapon Collector's live stream now. Have a look at, search Weapon Collector, you'll find it. Go over there. I'll be over there." He sends a load of people over there. So yeah, it's very nice of him. Thank you, everyone. As I said, good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow somehow. Normal stream, might be doing a late night one. Actually, I forgot we was on tomorrow. I keep saying to everyone, see you next won't see you next weekend, but I'm going to see them all tomorrow, ain't I? Like to say, all right, good night, everyone. See you later. Thanks for watching.